Hello, everybody. I'm going to read a story. I'm a Baked Potato, written by Elise Primavera, illustrated by Juana Medina, with permission from the Chronicle Books. I'm a Baked Potato. There was an old lady who loved baked potatoes. She ate one every day. She even had a potato garden in her backyard because she hated to run out. The lady who also loved dogs. So one day she went out and got one. She chose him because he seemed to fit so nicely in her arms. "You remind me of something," she said to the dog. What could it be? The dog was smooth. The dog was warm. She could have eaten him right up. "And that's exactly it," she exclaimed. "You're just like a baked potato." And that was what she told him first thing every morning. "You're my little baked potato." Throughout the day, she called for him. "Here, baked potato," or commanded, "Roll over, baked potato," and so on. The lady was an excellent pet owner. She and the dog ate their meals together by the fire. She let him sleep under the covers. She loved the dog even more than she loved baked potatoes. Then one day, the lady went out. The dog went out too. "Where's the lady?" he wondered. He walked down the driveway. He looked everywhere for her. He walked farther and farther. Where was the lady? He came to a small house. A big dog ran to him and barked nastily. He snarled. "I'm a baked potato," the dog replied. "You look more like a groundhog to me. Go away before I bite you." The dog never heard such yelling. "Do you know where the lady is?" But the big dog shouted, "Scram!" The dog wandered farther down the street. He looked all around. Was she around the corner? Was she over the next hill? Where's the lady? The sky became dark. The air became cold. The dog began to worry. It began to rain. The dog thought of how it would be felt to be held in the lady's arms. He thought of how right now they'd be sharing a meal together by the fire. He thought of the bed where she let him sleep under the covers. "The lady," he called, "where are you?" A fox heard his plaintive cry. "Who are you?" "I'm a groundhog." The dog had never been so upset. "You look more like a nice, plump bunny rabbit to me." I just love bunny rabbits." "What a relief," said the dog. "Come with me," said the fox, and he led the dog to a creepy house. The fox turned on his oven. "You would be good with carrots and onions," he muttered. "Who are carrots and onions?" the dog asked. "Do they know where the lady is?" The fox had a devilish grin. "We'll ask them when they get here, shall we?" Just then, a voice said, "What do you think you're doing?" Right at the fox's door stood an old owl. The owl shook her head at the fox, who he knew to be a coward. are you? The owl asked the dog. I guess I'm a bunny rabbit, the dog said, and his lips trembling. The owl gave Fox a dirty look. Come with me. Then he took the dog by the paw and brought him to his cheerful house. He looked into the dog's eyes. You're not a bunny rabbit. So I'm a groundhog? The dog had never been so confused. The owl shook his head. I don't think so. I knew it, the dog said. I'm a baked potato. You're a dog, said the owl. Bing! And the timer went off. This is a baked potato. The dog sniffed it. It smelled like the lady. The dog was taken aback. You seem to know a lot, he said. Do you know where the lady is? I don't know that, said the owl, but I do know dogs are very good at finding things, especially with their noses. Like the lady? The dog asked hopefully. Like the lady, the owl replied firmly. Outside, the dog took the owl's advice. He sniffed and smelled the lady. The smell wafted on the breeze. He followed it away from the cheerful house, past the creepy house, past the small house, then around the corner and down the street. Soon, he could hear her calling, Baked potato! Baked potato! Sure enough, standing in the porch light was the lady. He jumped into in her arms, and she showered him with kisses. My little baked potato, and she cooed, squeezing it tight. I should have known you liked to walk in the rain. You're just like me. It was good to be back, but the dog would never be the same. He knew he was not a baked potato, a groundhog, or a bunny rabbit. He knew exactly what he was. I'm just like me. For Lulu, who will always be my little baked potato. The end. And thank you for listening.